welcome back. It's Christina Scalera from the Contract Shop here, and you're joining us for our special series about how to work from anywhere. Today's topic is all about how to get started with your work from home online business. And the secret to getting this started is that you don't really need that many things in order to make this work. Obviously, you need a laptop, you need a Wi-Fi connection, and you need three other things that are really important, but don't take that much work to set up and get ready. The first thing that you have to do, this is like you have to do this. There's no getting around this. Whether you tackle this today or you struggle along for many months and then you finally tackle it, you must figure out who your audience is and what you are selling to them. A helpful way to do this is to figure out what people need. Start to notice where the need is in your life for your services. So, where are you noticing friends or family if they might be a good fit for your service? Where do they need your help? And if they're not a good fit for your service, like let's say your service is copywriting and they don't have their own blog or website, they don't have any need for copywriting for, the school newsletter or something. If that's the case, then look at where your potential clients might hang out and make sure that you are looking at their needs and the things that are problematic in their life. So there's a lot of us that have looked at certain inventions during our lifetimes and said, wow, that was a really good idea. And then what do we usually say after that? I can't believe I didn't think of that, right? Because it solves some kind of problem or solution that you've been looking for. And that's what you are going to try to do. Now, you don't have to come up with something life-changing. All you have to do, and this is a little secret, this is a hack that I like to give to people, all you have to do is find a small niche area to hone in on. So, for example, if you are a graphic designer, make sure that you stand out and you start to attract more of your ideal clients by niching down even further. Because if you tell me you're a graphic designer, I, as your friend, have no idea who to send your way. But if you tell me that you're a graphic designer for yoga studios in Atlanta and Birmingham, then I know exactly who to send your way. So when I was going to lots of yoga studios or doing some consulting for yoga studios that were starting up, you would have been a perfect recommendation for me to make to those clients at that time. So that's the first thing you need, and that's the little hack. Find something that people are really needing in their life, that they're willing to pay you money to solve that problem for them, and then add a little extra layer on top of that so that it's super niche down and people know exactly who to send your way or whether they're a good fit for you or not. A good example of this is I'm actually looking for a sales page copywriter right now, and it's so funny because I'll go to these copywriters' websites and they tell me that they're really good at blogging and sales pages and email conversion copy and email newsletters. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like you're good at one of those things. And you're telling me that you're available for all of those things, which makes me think that you're not really good at any of them, possibly. Now, compare that to somebody that I talked to last week, and she's going to be writing some blogs for my consulting website, christinascalera.com. And I asked her, hey, I like your copy. Do you ever do any kind of sales content? And she said, no, all I focus on are blogs and blogging and SEO content. And I was like, yeah, yeah, she's a good fit for a couple blog posts over on my consulting site. Cool. Because I knew that's exactly what she would take care of for me. And so I could feel really confident in my decision to hire her. The second thing you have to do if you want to start an online work from anywhere business is to figure out who exactly you are trying to target with this necessary service that you are offering to the world now. And there's lots and lots of people out there that will talk to you about client avatars and ask you to do these exercises where you develop your avatar, and I've just found them to be entirely unhelpful. Mostly because everybody has the same avatar, at least in the creative entrepreneur space. You know, she shops at Target and Anthropologie, she likes Starbucks lattes, she's pretty basic, that kind of thing. So unless you have some kind of really unique avatar, I would lean heavily on the hack that I gave you in the first tip so that you can layer on that niche. Now, If you want to do some market research, that could be something that is really helpful for you to figure out where potential clients might gather and might hang out. Because when you are starting your online business, your entire client pool is everybody that you come into contact with. I am not kidding. I want you to be out there talking excitedly about the services that you offer to your mom, to your sister-in-law, to your best friend, to the person that you meet at the grocery store, whoever it is that you're encountering, where you have that organic opportunity to tell them about who you serve, especially in that niche down fashion, right? Like when you can tell them that you are a blog content copywriter, not just a copywriter. That's what I'm talking about here. When you can tell them about what you do in an excited way, because hopefully you're excited about this, it's going to be your career for a little while, and you can tell them about it in a niche down way, that's really going to help you propel yourself to start working with more and more clients. Now, the third secret is that you really only need to get one client under your belt and do a great job for them. So deliver on the result that you promise them, fix whatever pain it is that's in their life. And if it's a recurring pain, like maybe you're making meals for someone in their house, you're a personal chef, that's awesome because it means that you just secured a client for an ongoing basis and you've just fixed your recurring monthly revenue by getting that client into your pipeline. The biggest key here is that if you can get your clients results, they will consistently hire you, or even better, share you out with their friends and family members and their peers in their circles. So it's a really critical thing for you to do a good job. I can't stress this enough. One of the biggest mistakes I see new business owners make is they spend way too much time figuring out how to sell and market instead of honing in on their services and delivering their clients really great results that will turn into client referrals that you don't have to do yourself. So there is your marketing, there is your sales process. These clients are going to be doing a lot of that work for you. As a fourth and final bonus tip, I want to tell you that it's optional to get a website. There's places like Squarespace or even things like I believe it's called Elementor plugin for WordPress. If you're a little bit more techie, you could check that out. Squarespace is typically where I recommend most people start because it's so easy to use and you literally can't break it. It's awesome. It's all self-hosted. You don't have to know what that means, other than the fact that when you get a Squarespace site, if you set it up all through them, you don't have to worry about going to a ton of different websites to get things like a domain or an email or other things that your website might need to function properly. It's all in one spot. Again, not paid by Squarespace, wish I was, but it definitely is the easiest tool for you to get started with today, and it's relatively inexpensive. Now, I say that a website is optional because you don't actually need it to start working with clients. It can, however, help you to book certain clients to help you look more legitimate. It can also help you to have some kind of way for people to contact you or to refer you, because sometimes email alone can feel a little sloppy, or exchanging phone numbers can feel a little amateur. So a website is a way to quickly up-level your game without spending too much time or money. That being said, I have known so many people at this point who have made their first 6 figures in business without any kind of website at all. So if your website is just your Facebook page or an Instagram account or an Etsy shop, it doesn't matter. However it is that you get started, it is legitimate, it is important, and I hope that you're able to do something that you're passionate about. If these tips have been helpful for you, make sure you subscribe and like this video. For future content, make sure you drop a little comment below. Let us know what you want to learn about. And if you want to make sure that your business is legally legit, head to thecontractshop.com/flawless and pick up your copy of Lawless to Flawless that's on special now. This is the tool that's going to walk you step by step and hold your hand through the business development and startup process. So if you have about 14 bucks to spend and you're interested in getting your business up and running, this is definitely what you'll want to check out. I've linked it below the video for your convenience, and I hope to see you in there. Take care.